I'm here with Dr. Roger Goudy, President of the AAU. Dr. Goudy, how does it feel? You were just elected president. Tell us what you're feeling right now.
Exhilarated. It's just unbelievable because I spent 40 years in the Amateur Athletic Union at the local level, the regional level, and the national level. And it's one of those things you always aspire to do. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised the kind of support I got today in running for president. And we got a great team elected. I really feel good about where we're going already. We have a lot of work to do. I think we do a lot of things well, but I think the team is energized, the staff is excited. I think we're going to really go in some big directions here.
And what do you plan to do first as president?
You know, first I think we're going to try to just look and observe, because I don't think we need to make any radical changes. I think we do a lot of things well. And I think, you know, anytime I've been in leadership roles, you try to go in and assess the situation, look at your strengths, look at maybe some things, areas of improvement. But you want to learn the culture of the organization. You want to learn how it works. I think the worst thing we could do is going to start making radical changes right away. I think we do a lot more right than we do wrong. And that's a testimony to a lot of leadership over the past years, a lot of leadership in, way back, and the type of staff and caliber of people that we employ and we attract.
And speaking of leadership, you are the superintendent in Ohio. How do you feel like that role has prepared you for this role as president? Well,
that's very great. That's a good question, because I think it's really prepared me, because as a superintendent, you have multiple facets of the organization, just like the AAU. AAU, even though it's focused on sports, has a lot of different elements to it that you need to pay attention to. As a school superintendent, I think there's a lot of similarities, because you have different departments, different functions, and a lot of people doing various tasks every single day that are all important in making us successful.
And as the volleyball chair, you grew volleyball to be the second largest sport in the AAU. How do you feel like that is going to help you grow the AAU as a whole?
Well, I think I learned a lot from doing that. And again, I didn't grow volleyball, but we grew volleyball. I'm a firm believer in my campaign. I said it's our AAU. Roger Goudy can't change the AAU. Roger Goudy can't grow the AAU. Roger Goudy didn't grow volleyball. It was a team. We did a lot of us together. My executive committee, Bob Blanford, Joyce Cooney, Gino Grajada, all the district reps, the JVA, our partners and educational partners, have done a great job. Cindy Snow and Yvonne Devlin, a lot of people that work in our national championships. Sue Malott, officials assigner. So many pieces went into this, and Debbie Batts, and Anastasia Sanders, and Samantha. I mean, there's so many different working parts that all kind of came together that made us successful in volleyball. I'd like to say I had a little bit to do with it, but it was mostly putting people in places where they could be successful. And I think the true, really, assessment of a leader is somebody that can find people, put them in a niche where they can be successful.
And last but not least, you had a lot of support today in the election. Is there anything that you'd like to say to those who voted for you and supported you?
Thank you. Mostly thank you, because this is, if you haven't been through the political process in the AAU, it's a long week. I mean, it's 18-hour days for six straight days, but all good people, but people are really go at it. I mean, one thing in the AAU we do is behind closed doors, we fight it out, but when we come out unified, and we come out stronger all the time. The gentleman I ran against, Mr. Henry Forrest, a good man, and we have a lot of good people, a lot of good candidates. Some won, some lost. Now the challenge is going to be for all of us to pull together for the good of kids and for the good of the organization to make the AAU the best we can possibly make it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Goudy, and I know we're all excited to see what you bring to the AAU.
I'm excited, but it's going to be a challenge, and we got a lot of work to do, but we're going to get it done.
There you have it, Dr. Roger Goudy, the newest president of the AAU.